A man is in custody after deputies say a woman was shot outside this Circle K on Mercer University Drive and then struck by a vehicle. Georgia lawmakers were expected to address redistricting here at the state capitol today, but that is no longer on the table. Federal officials say this is one of the largest and most sophisticated drone smuggling operations they've ever seen. As tensions overseas continue, drivers here in Middle Georgia are already starting to feel that impact at the pump. There are new developments in the ongoing data center saga between Jones County residents and the county. We've learned residents have filed a declaratory action challenging the M2 data center ordinance recently passed on January 16th. Right here inside this courtroom, 17 people stood together, raised their right hand, and took the oath of allegiance, becoming United States citizens. Georgia lawmakers were expected to address redistricting here at the state capitol today, but that is no longer on the table.
House Republicans will not be taking up congressional or legislative redistricting maps for the 2028 election cycle during this special session.
This comes after Governor Brian Kemp called a special session for lawmakers to consider new district maps for Congress and the state legislature. But before the session began, Georgia State House Speaker John Burns sent a letter to the governor saying House Republicans would not move forward with redistricting. He says changes to Georgia's district maps should only happen when lawmakers and the public have time to gather facts, provide input, and take part in meaningful discussion.
When the House learned that it was placed on the call for a special session, we knew it was not the right path forward for our state at this time. We believe that it is important to do the things the Georgia way.
Before the decision, tensions were high inside the Capitol, with protesters gathering to speak out against redistricting, even Bibb County leaders.
As a representative for District 8 in Macon, Bibb, some of the people I'm sure couldn't travel, or they may not have even known about why we were coming, about the redistricting of the maps and the maps being undrawn, drawn, but not in our favor. So I just wanted them to have a voice when I came up to be a representative for Macon, Bibb.
We also spoke with State Representative Patty Stinson before the announcement.
These lines are fine. There's no need to redraw these lines. Let's get the QR codes done and let's go home so we all can go back to serving our constituents in our districts.
With redistricting now off the table, some protesters feel their voices made an impact on the decision.
What happened today is a direct reflection of when communities come together. From Macon to Savannah to Buckhead, we pushed back against a system that thought it could suppress democracy.
State Representative Dale Washburn says he supports the decision made on Wednesday.
I was pleased with my district the way it is, and so I'm pleased with this decision.
Even though redistricting will not happen during the special session, lawmakers did not rule it out in the future. In Atlanta, Gena Tripp, 41 NBC News. Don Pomazan was one of the 19 monks who began a 2,300-mile walk for peace from Texas to Washington, D.C. Weeks into the journey, a crash involving an escort vehicle left him severely injured and his right leg had to be amputated. For many, that would have ended the journey, but instead of loss, Pomazan chose acceptance.
I just understanding and accept that my loss is, I don't feel sad about if I can come back to that situation, I will join again, even though I know that it will happen.
Pomazan's story made its way to Macon, where a Mercer on Missions prosthetic team stepped in to help. Among them, Mercer graduate Dr. Brandon Tran, who is a doctor of chiropractic.
Our mission has always been to just serve other people, right? To put other people in front of ourselves. So this is one of those times where treating Ajan just like any other patient we would, right? As if you were a patient at my practice, it's going to be the exact same manner of being able to take care of you and being able to give my best to you.
Pomazan came to Mercer Wednesday, where the team measured, built, and fit him with a prosthetic leg in just a matter of hours. A moment Tran says was rewarding.
Just being able to serve and being able to help as many people and just get a smile on somebody else's face at the end of the day, and that's all I ask for.
And while his walk across the country ended early, Pomazan is still spreading his message of peace.
Peace walk in your spirit every day by practice mindfulness meditation.
In Macon, Gena Tripp, 41 NBC News. Federal officials say this is one of the largest and most sophisticated drone smuggling operations they've ever seen.
The 12 individuals charged are alleged to have used heavy payload drones like the one right here to introduce contraband into 10 federal prisons across the eastern United States. At least 38 drone drops are alleged using 6 separate drones.
According to a federal indictment, 12 people are accused of using 6 drones to make at least 38 drops into 10 federal prisons across 8 states. Investigators say the drones carry drugs like methamphetamine, marijuana, and K2, along with cell phones, tobacco, and weapons.
Anyone considering introducing contraband into a federal prison, especially through organized or high-tech means, should expect the full attention of President Donald J. Trump, Acting Attorney General Todd Blanche, and the entire Department of Justice.
Court documents show the operation ran from September 2023 through May of this year and was partly based in Macon.
A former daycare center located here in Macon, Georgia, that defendants referred to as the lab, served the organization as a facility to store drugs, drones, contraband, and to package and load the drones used in this case.
Authorities say the defendants face a range of charges, with some facing up to life in prison if convicted. In Macon, Gena Tripp, 41 NBC News.